Ah. All stuck. Every single one is stuck. Shit. Can't cook, eh? I can't fucking cook for shit, man. Just one of those days, I reckon. One of those days, eh? I can feel it coming back again like a rolling stone. I can feel it. I can feel it coming. Australian flag. Got some sunflower oil. This is Ukrainian sunflower oil. It's the best quality sunflower oil. It's unfiltered. If you're gonna have sunflower oil, only go Ukrainian. Ukrainsky. Ukrainsky. If you're gonna have sunflower oil, only go Ukrainian. Ukrainsky. 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 Only go Ukrainian. Ukrainsky. 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 It hurts. Everybody cries. Why'd you have to stick? Why'd you do what you did? It's sticking real good too. It's sticking mighty good. Sometimes those best bits in the barbecue, those burnt bits are the best. You know the first rule of being on camera, never put your back to the camera. Never. Everybody hurts sometimes. Everybody hurts. I realised I'm not supposed to cook barbecue. I'm not supposed to cook burgers on the barbecue. Today I realised I'm not supposed to cook burgers on the barbecue. It sticks. You know what I found though? Since the first turn, it sticks. You know what I found though? Since the first turn, it is no longer sticking. It was only the first time I put the meat down. It's stuck like a bitch. Now, Bob's your uncle, mate. Probably gonna get a noise complaint in a sec. Have my wife come out and be like, "Shut the fuck up, Sherry. You wake the baby up." Everybody hurts sometimes. No, I really felt like getting some beer because I'm having a barbecue, but then I realised I'm unemployed, so it's not a good look. It's not a good look to be drinking alcohol if you're unemployed. Alcohol is a luxury. People have their shit together. Not for trailer trash. Not for redneck trailer trash. My mom always said to me, nothing in life can come for free. You got to put the work in. You got to put the work in. Yeah, and it shouldn't be like such a tradition that every time you have a barbecue, you have to have a beer. It shouldn't be like this goddamn ritual, you know what I mean? This goddamn ritual, you know what I mean? You know, I heard that those burn bits in a barbecue can give you cancer. Imagine you go to the pearly white gates, some guy got hit by a bus, someone there had leprosy, and you're like, hey, some bloke's like, hey mate, what are you here for? Now how'd you kick the bucket? It's like, bro, couldn't get enough of the crispy bits of the barbecue, eh? Now I was frothing for the crispy bits in the barbecue, bro. Those crispy bits, bro, they were worth it, man. If I'm gonna die somehow, I'm gonna go out on top, eating those fucking charcoal barbecue, yeah! Some man gets the kicks from champagne. I can't believe how well it's doing now. I guess the trick is to, what should I do? I think I might just like really oil up the grill pans first. Might just soak them in grease. Five-second rule, eh? What's been going on? What's the latest? Well, I just moved down from Queensland last Saturday. Wanted to be close to her family. She was struggling alone, so I quit my my job, my career, and all my family in Queensland, and just drove down here. Did it in 19 hours. And the funny thing is, now we're living an hour away from her family, so we're just alone in this Airbnb in the middle of nowhere. I quit my job, everything. Left our house there, full of furniture, you know, freezing food. But the thing is, sometimes you have to just throw yourself in the deep end, you know? Sometimes you have to just take a chance in life. You have to risk it. You have to risk it to get the biscuit. I'm gonna have a look at my burger patties, see the progress of their cooking. Everybody hurts. Oh, I like the picture of the cat with the Santa Claus hat. Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus. Ollie Wally. I would love to pick someone's brains. Ollie Wally. I would love to pick someone's brains, find out how they chose their name. Like, how do they choose their TikTok name? How awkward do you feel using your left hand for stuff, eh? Oh, Shakira sent a fest burst. How awkward do you feel using your left hand for stuff, eh? Oh, how awkward do you feel using your left hand for stuff? How awkward do you feel using your left hand for stuff, eh? Oh, stuff, eh? Oh, Shakira sent a fest burst. Oh, Shakira sent a fest burst. Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, running down Santa Claus. You know what? I think I might be an extrovert because I just feel better knowing I'm being watched. Santa Claus, running down Santa Claus. You know what? I think I might be an extrovert because I just feel better knowing I'm being watched. You know what I mean? I just like to have an audience. It's just nice to be entertained. And it's crazy to me how society dictates that responsibility is a burden. It's a really polar opposite. I find it very fascinating. People think that life's all about saving for investment properties and just having like fancy champagne glasses and like when you're dead, so your kids can spend your inheritance on cocaine and bitches. If you wanna get down, give me another round of cocaine. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. This is a Eric Clapton song, by the way. Shut the fuck up. It's ridiculous. Shut the fuck up. Get the herb mix, man. Hey, this stupid dishwasher sucks. It's burger time, bitches. It's burger time, bitches. You know, I swear, I'm the person responsible for starting the messy hair trend on TikTok. You can call me a narcissist, call me a megalomaniac, all you want, but still, I still think that, synchronicities, man. Synchronicities. Yes. Letting people push you around. What if I turned it off? I just turned it up. Why is it on? Dude, the gas is off. Why is it on? Dude, the gas is off. How's your day going? Alright? Going alright? Yeah? Man, love, alright? Time to enjoy some sustenance. First, I have to get the right presentation. By the way, I just want to remind you, Ukrainian sunflower oil is the only one to get. Ukrainsky. $9 though. $9. Actually, I think this is Russian. Is that Russian? Is that Russian? I'm pretty sure that's Russian, eh? Fuck yeah. Slavic power. Oh my god. It is Russian. Oh my god. Product of Russia. This has been blessed by Putin. The holy Putin. You gotta have a little bit of the old Italian herb mix. Nothing like the sweet, glistening, char-grilled flesh. And now you get to watch me season the burger patty. You know, I think would be a funny job would be like the people's job who are like looking out for like national security interests, and they're like, oh, this guy made a post a couple of years ago that said, you know, he's anti-lockdown or something, and then like your job is to watch all their content, and if their content they're just like, you know, fucking dramatically putting salt and pepper onto their burger patties, and then you're just like, is this my life? Like, I thought I was going to be, you know, Jack Bauer from 24, and now what I'm doing, oh, Dostoevsky enjoying, you know. Someone's like, I thought I'd be Jack Bauer from 24, you know, like, fucking, yeah, cunt, yeah, you know, just shooting everyone, and here they are, watching some dude, like, with fucking salt and pepper in his burger patties, you know, and how much dirty stuff they must see, you know. Because I heard like in the UK, they have like something like 20, 30,000 people on the watch list, you know, because they've said something mean against the government or something. And, you know, imagine what they're doing. Like, it must really suck because there's a lot of dirty guys out there. I mean, I'm no saint. Tell you what, whoever's watching me, I feel sorry for them. But there must be some funny stuff to watch too. They probably enjoy seeing me sing to my child. I like to sing like Silent Night and Hallelujah. I'm really thankful to our ancestors for setting up this illustrious life we're here today. I'm thankful for my mother and father for meeting and falling in love. I'm thankful for my grandparents and their grandparents for taking the time and the care to raise us. You know, I feel like you really can get more nutrients out of the meal when you just spend like 20 seconds showing gratitude before. You know, a lot of people tell me to get a haircut, but then I tell them to get a personality cut, and then they usually stop asking. These, I bought burger patties. I got them from this butcher's in Frankston, Carringal Hub. To be honest, they look more like rissoles, but they're actually really good. And the woman who served me, she was a colourful character. You know, she was like, "What do you want?" You know. And then after I got a few more things, I ended up spending a bit of money. She was like way nicer. She's probably used to dealing with hobos. She probably thought I was like, "Oh, who's this guy? He's probably going to come in and ask 30 questions to buy one thing." But also, I must admit, when I go to the shops these days, I'm always in a super hurry because I've got like, you know, a newborn baby and a wife at home waiting for me and a dog in the car and stuff. So I'm always just like in a super hurry everywhere. So maybe the shopkeepers are like a little bit intimidated by my energy. Hey, thanks, Phoebe. Sometimes I'm not, because I'm like, you know, in a hurry. So I'm quickly like, "Oh, can I just get some bacon and some, you know, some lamb chops and some bigger patties?" Yeah, they are. And but I like it. I like being wanted. So it's really nice because like I'm always in a hurry. I'm always on a mission. So people in the shops are probably like, "Gee, this guy, he's so rude. You know, he's wearing track pants. He's got such messy hair, got a beard. You know, he tried to push past me." But little do they know, I literally just drove down from Queensland like in one day, just like 6 days ago, and everything's packed up. You know, we left in a huge hurry. I didn't get time. Okay, I just quit my job, packed everything up, and just drove 2 states because my wife was really suffering with a newborn, so I had to just make allowances and, you know, go near her family. So don't judge a book by its cover. Maybe someone's wearing track pants, has scruffy hair, just because they just had to, you know, move away across the country for their wife and baby. And I have a lot of family in Queensland, but they're very career orientated. They're very busy, and so they felt very hurt though. They said they felt very hurt, but I'm like, well, I mean, we were struggling with a newborn baby and we didn't really get much offer to help, you know what I mean? So what do you expect us to do? Like, you know? This is very, very serious to us. Like, it's very, very serious, you know? It's the hardest thing my wife's ever done. And I mean, not that hard. Because, like, you know, I was homeschooled in Korea. That was hard. So to me, and also I've like worked in construction jobs. So to me, a baby is not hard at all. Like, you know, cries a little bit, feed it, you know, pretty crazy. But obviously, I didn't just give birth. Giving birth is hectic. It was a taxing process. Let me tell you, I was there the whole time, advocating for her. I get these very intimidating doctors who kept pushing pills and cutting and all this and all that. And it was like me surrounded by 6 people just like yelling and spitting in my face, being like, "We want to cut your fucking wife. We want to fucking cut her." And I was just like, dude, it's natural. She's just giving birth. Just chill, okay? Calm down with the secateurs, sunshine. Like, I feel sorry for most men because, like, I got a heck ton of conflict skills during COVID. Like, I used to be a nice guy, and then during COVID, I got really used to getting attacked every single day because I never wore a mask. And so I really feel sorry for most men having to advocate for their wives against the overly aggressive medical industry, just trying to cut and fucking... They're really into it, eh? They love it. They're like, I just want to give you injections, more injections and cutting, injections and cutting. I'm like, whoa, settle down. And the thing is, I had one doctor. She was up in our face, and she kept saying, "You need to do this. You know, you need to you need to have all these injections post-birth." And I was like, "Well, you were really pushing the water breaking. You were pushing the epidural, and turns out just a few minutes later we didn't need that. And you were very aggressive pushing that, and you never apologized." And I said that to her face, and she started crying a little bit. She left. Never saw her again. But I mean, just because you're a doctor, it doesn't mean you can't apologize, you know? You're not above social law. Just because you have a white coat doesn't mean you don't have dignity and compassion and manners and etiquette, okay? We're in an Anglo-Celtic country here, built by our customs of Anglo-Celtics, and that means if you fuck up, you say, "Sorry, sunshine," and you move on, okay? I don't want to talk about this anymore. This is getting me fired up. But also, it was our choice for going to a public hospital, you know? We could have done the birth this way. Bro, these burgers are fucking legit 5-star quality, sunshine. You're just trying to get me all fired up. GMO? These are Butcher's burger patties. Butcher's burger patties. Okay? From Mornington Peninsula area. No, they're from Butcher's. They're from the Butcher's. I don't buy meat from Coles. My favourite colour would have to be green, because green is the colour of trees, and trees give us oxygen and coral. Actually, you know, I heard that coral gives us most oxygen. So fuck trees and green. I go blue because that's the colour of my eyes, and my eyes are the most beautiful in the world, so I'd go blue. Yeah, go blue, and colour the sky and the ocean. Blue, man, can't go wrong with blue. Nah, Leonard, it was a separate Butcher's. It was the one inside Carringal Shopping Centre in Frankston. I know that algorithms of TikTok, they only go locally, right? Yeah, they're actually very nice burgers. Yeah, some reason the meat from supermarkets just tastes like watered down. I feel like they just go onto long cows and they just like inject them with like water and glucose into their skin tissue. You know, like I've seen these documentaries, also little videos like in Southeast Asia, Vietnam, China, etc. They get these prawns and they just inject silicone into them to make them puffed up, you know? So sometimes you do get like meat that's just really bad quality. What are your thoughts on the current geopolitical climate of the Northern Hemisphere? Well, first of all, I'm not a big fan of the whole Southern Hemisphere because you only have fisheye lens, use a camera, so we don't really know what the shape of the Earth is. You know, we have to have faith in these people in white lab coats to tell us what to do. You know, we're just little peasants to sit here and squabble and sell our trinkets at the markets, and they're the ones, the overlords. They're the ones who tell us what to do. But I'd have to say that it's very interesting, the timing, how it happened just after the US election, and it's very complicated, but I knew that Ukrainians have been used, they're embezzled, like it's #1 place in the entire world when it comes to corruption. Like my wife is Ukrainian, and it's renowned, like the entire country runs off bribes. It's the most corrupt country in the world, you understand? The most corrupt country in the world is Ukraine, and that means there's a lot of US money being embezzled through there. And also, Slavics are the most precious of whites these days. Slavics are the most precious of whites because a lot of Anglo-Celtics, they've been really, really broken by decadence and hedonism. I didn't vote. I don't believe in the voting system, two-party system. I think it's entirely sham, and I think it's circus. And I don't take a part in. I don't negotiate with terrorists. I don't play in their games. And so obviously there's a huge agenda to cull off the Slavic men, because the Slavic men, they are Christian. They are strong. They are against LGBT. They're against banking. As in, like, they're not obsessed with debt. They're not all about just debt, credit cards, debt, credit cards. Like, they have more than that. And so there's a reason why they've been killed off. And if you notice, there's lots of people moving over from Israel, lots of Jewish men who are moving into Ukraine. And so all the men are dead, so it's time to repopulate. And obviously Slavic women are known for being the most beautiful in the world. So, yeah. It's also, I feel like whoever's controlling this war, they have really psychoanalyzed the Ukrainian Slavic men, and they know that they feel the sense of honor and dignity, like, oh, I'll die for my country. What do you mean? You're Slavic. Like, Ukraine, Kiev used to be the capital of Russia. And so, if there's complete disconnection from Soviet history, and then just join with these like Western European values, Western Europe is fucked. It's full of immigrants. Everyone's gay. They're all fucking on drugs. Okay, all women are in charge. Men are just too busy waxing their eyebrows and like chasing sluts to do anything. So why would you want to be like that? Why would you want to be like that? The empire's fallen a long time ago. So it doesn't really make any sense to join that. And people think if they join the West, they're going to get all the debt and all the opportunity to be like Disneyland. Everyone's just got giant 5-bedroom houses and brand new Mercedes, and everyone's just got going to prom all the time. But that's not what it's like. It's actually pretty sad. Western European countries, and the only reason why Eastern European countries like Ukraine and Russia don't have the infrastructure that best country, oof. That question doesn't make any sense. Best in what way? Like in terms of like the people? Yeah, you know what though? I've got a 2-month-old baby, so I'm used to eating cold food. That's okay. And I'm really enjoying the conversation, so sometimes in life you have to make sacrifices. You're gonna have cold burgers or no conversation. You know what I mean? It's a dance. Everything in life is a dance. But honest to God, it's a huge travesty. I feel so sorry for the Ukrainian and Russians, like what they're going through. Like they're part of this war. They're the same as us. Like they're not any different. Why are Americans and Australians and British and New Zealanders and Canadians, why are we getting away with it? We're always sitting here. I mean, it's really sad. It's just so sad because like they're the best. Ukrainians and Russians have some of the highest IQ in the world, and there's been such a push to kill them off. Such a push, Time and time again. Slaughtering of the goddamn poor Slavs. Don't know, Leonard. But to be honest, let's focus on things that we can control. Let's focus on things that we can actually observe with our 5 senses. And what we can observe with our 5 senses is that no one's gone to the moon since 1969. Oh, I hear my baby crying. Oh, shit. Most honest government. Hey. I was just on TikTok Live. Oh. Say hi. No. Most honest government. You know what? It's probably some obscure country like Uganda. Hey, Olivia. What's going on, Olivia? Sunshine? Olivia. Reminds of olive and live. There's 2 beautiful things. Being alive and olives. And one of the best words in the world. It's just so diverse. But it probably like I know there's this country. I've seen these memes about this country, this small country in Eastern Europe, where like the president, he like has a basic home, and he's not rich, or oh, don't make any idols. Do you own property? My wife does, and I'm married to my wife, so technically, I do too. But probably like also during COVID, I know there was these like small countries in South Africa who were like they were talking about how they did these tests and like that orange juice and it made the COVID tests go activated. I love you too. I love you too. I think you're beautiful. I think your soul is like a nice aura of like orange and red and a little pigments of like purpley blue. The nuts, I think they're in the cupboard. Sorry about that. Probably play with our baby and talk about current events. We love to go for long hikes in nature. I like to look into her eyes and see Jesus. Native Aboriginals, what the fuck are you on about, cunt? Like Native Aboriginals, they would own little sections, so they'd have like a little area, like 10 square miles. It doesn't mean they own the whole country, okay? And there's always like conflict between tribes. It's not like everyone's holding hands going kumbaya. Youth crime, I think it's totally understandable considering that most parents don't give a fuck. Most parents are too busy trying to buy their jet skis and go on OnlyFans, you know? So the kids are crying out for help. I think they're crying out saying, "Mommy, Daddy, love me, Daddy. Have me, Daddy. Love me, Daddy." That's what they're saying. You can follow my Insta. What should we do about youth crime? How about tell the mum to stop working selling perfume so she can buy a new jet ski? How about the dad pull his socks up and stop going out on the weekend drinking and get a second job, mate, and get a business and get that money saved up and look after your kids? How about you move in with your grandparents? How about you get some babysitters that way? How about you stop getting your iPads all the time? Spend some time with your goddamn kids, huh? How about men stop jerking off all the time and drinking and taking antidepressants so they actually have real testosterone so they know how to talk to their kids? How about we stop this toxic feminism whereby men can't even show any kind of emotion, like no emotion. People like show slight man aggression, everyone's just like freaking out. It's like everyone has to act like a female or we're all gonna fucking die. I don't eat cereal because I don't believe in like eating like processed grains. Yeah. But also when it comes to youth crime, you know what I would do? Make them work, okay? You know, I'm talking picking carrots, I'm talking picking cherries, I'm talking labouring, you know? I'm talking programming. Instead of putting them in juvie, Leonard, tell me what you think, Leonard. I want to know. Leonard, tell me what you think, Leonard. Tell me how to stop Tell me how to stop youth crime. Well, at the butchers they said that they're burgers, but I actually think that they're just rissoles. But they're very good. You know, they give me lots of energy. I'm not too salty, which is good too. Yeah, but the work is like prison. They don't have a choice. You do the crime, you do the time. You try to steal someone's car, you do 6 months hard labour. Okay? You bash someone up who's innocent, you do years hard labour. How about we get rid of all these cheap labour that we're paying from overseas and we get the juvies to do it every time? So then they come back, they got a strong back, they've been got all this fresh air, they're away from all the drugs and alcohol, you know, they're meditating, right? And you pay them too, they come back, they've got a couple K, you know, they're ripped, they've got, you know, nice vitamin D, and then they're like, just ready, they're ready to realize that impulse control will set you free. Transgender people, I feel sorry for them.